The fusion of advanced technology within everyday devices has revolutionized modern life, with smartphones becoming essential tools for communication, business, and information access. However, this digital transformation has also introduced a wave of cybercrime, impacting countries globally. In Nigeria, a troubling surge in internet-based crimes has surfaced, with threats such as identity theft, phishing, and credit card scams, affecting individuals, corporations, and public institutions. Today, the extent of this issue is highlighted by social media giant Meta's recent announcement of a massive crackdown on accounts connected to Nigerian cybercriminals. Meta revealed that it had removed 63,000 accounts linked to financial sextortion scams targeting users in the United States. These scams, operated by individuals known locally as Yahoo Boys, were primarily aimed at extorting money from adult males, but they also involved disturbing attempts to exploit minors. Meta's global head of safety, Antigone Davis, commented on the company's investigation, noting that while many attempts were unsuccessful and primarily focused on adults, some minors were also targeted, prompting referrals to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, NCMSC. Davis emphasized the importance of continued efforts to safeguard users against such harmful schemes. The operation disclosed a smaller network of around 2,500 linked accounts tied to a group of approximately 20 individuals in Nigeria. These cybercriminals had set up a sophisticated support structure, maintaining fake accounts, pages, and groups to share scamming techniques and sell tools like scripts and photo links for creating fake profiles. The Yahoo Boys' activities were largely financially motivated, exploiting vulnerabilities in social media and digital payment systems, often coercing victims to pay in gift cards, cryptocurrency, or other untraceable methods. Earlier this year, the FBI issued a warning about the growing threat of financially driven extortion targeting children. This warning underscores the challenges faced by law enforcement in containing a rapidly evolving cybercrime landscape. Meta has classified the Yahoo Boys, a notorious group of cybercriminals from Nigeria, as a banned entity under its stringent Dangerous Organizations and Individuals policy. This classification places Yahoo Boys alongside other globally recognized entities involved in criminal or harmful activities, empowering Meta to take swift action whenever it detects accounts associated with these individuals. Most Yahoo Boys accounts were identified by automated systems, but some required specialized human investigators to catch, underscoring the adaptability and sophistication of these cyber criminals. These criminals are smart and resourceful, Meta reported. To improve its defenses, the company leveraged new techniques observed from the Yahoo Boys' evasion tactics, enhancing its ability to detect accounts, groups, and pages involved in such activity. Additionally, Meta is sharing insights from these cases with other tech companies through the Tech Coalition's Lantern program, a collaborative effort to address online child sexual exploitation so that other platforms can bolster their own security measures. The Department of Justice's action represents a global push to hold perpetrators accountable as digital crime spreads across borders. Nigeria's cybercrime crisis mirrors global digital threats. Nigeria, like much of the world, has fully embraced the digital age, with internet access transforming daily life. However, the rapid adoption of technology has also enabled cybercriminals to thrive, exploiting gaps in digital literacy and cybersecurity across Nigerian society. Common scams include phishing, identity theft, ATM fraud, and credit card scams. For Nigerian law enforcement, containing cybercrime is a monumental challenge due to the borderless nature of the internet and the expertise required to track these criminals. This rise in cybercrime affects individuals, businesses, and public institutions, highlighting the urgent need for stronger digital defenses across Nigerian society. With cybercriminals continually adapting to technological advancements, Nigerian citizens and organizations must adopt proactive cybersecurity measures and improve collective awareness to protect themselves from these evolving threats. Cyber threats extend beyond direct connectivity, the Stuxnet case. The implications of cybercrime extend beyond online scams, reaching even the most secure and isolated environments. One of the most sophisticated attacks occurred in 2008 when a cyber weapon known as Stuxnet infiltrated Iran's highly secure nuclear enrichment facility in Natanz, despite it being isolated from the internet. This attack, attributed to a joint effort by US and Israeli intelligence, aimed to delay Iran's nuclear program without direct connectivity, demonstrating the vast potential of cyber warfare. To circumvent security protocols, attackers used social engineering, manipulating unsuspecting individuals within the supply chain. The malware was concealed on flash drives used by employees, including contractors from Siemens, the facility's main contractor, who unknowingly carried the infected drives to Natanz. Once inside the network, Stuxnet took control of the uranium enrichment centrifuges, disrupting operations by forcing them to operate at destructive speeds. This attack set back Iran's nuclear efforts and underscored the potential of cyber weapons to reach even the most secure facilities without a continuous internet connection. The future of cybersecurity. The cases of the Yahoo Boys and the Stuxnet attack illustrate the dual nature of the digital age. While technology offers unprecedented connectivity and efficiency, it also opens new avenues for exploitation. Both examples underscore the need for comprehensive cybersecurity measures, international cooperation, and heightened awareness to protect against these modern threats. As the digital landscape continues to evolve, both individuals and organizations must stay vigilant, adopting robust defenses to safeguard against the ever-present risk of cybercrime. As the digital age brings new possibilities, it also invites new dangers. In Nigeria, the surge of cybercrime has led to an alarming trend that blends technology with mysticism. Known as Yahoo Plus, this phenomenon combines conventional scams, such as business email compromise, phishing, and romance fraud, with dark spiritual practices rooted in local culture. Cyber-spiritualism, as it's often called, incorporates rituals believed to protect cybercriminals from detection and increase their chances of success, creating a complex mix of modern cyber tactics and ancient beliefs. Young Nigerians form a significant portion of those suspected in these scams. With a youth population making up 60% of the nation's estimated 201 million people, the issue reflects broader social and economic challenges, particularly high unemployment among graduates. As many young people turn to cybercrime for economic gain, it becomes clear that societal actions and inactions have allowed this issue to grow. Cyber-spiritualism often involves the use of mystical practices, like voodoo rituals, with scammers reportedly using items such as sanitary pads to increase their fortunes or evade detection. But this phenomenon takes an even darker turn with Yahoo++, where some individuals allegedly go as far as performing human sacrifices, kidnapping, and even harvesting body parts. There are also disturbing reports of rituals involving sex with ghosts, all believed to empower the scammers. These practices, besides their moral implications, have raised profound concerns within Nigerian society. As cyber-spiritualism intersects with digital crime, it exacerbates the challenges of tackling cybercrime. The use of rituals and supernatural beliefs makes it harder to address these crimes through standard law enforcement methods, as the perpetrators are often convinced their practices protect them from justice. This fusion of technology and superstition has created a cultural phenomenon that requires both legal and social interventions. A call for cybersecurity and cultural awareness. Experts and leaders call for a renewed focus on cybersecurity standards and cultural awareness to curb this troubling trend. The emergence of Yahoo++ scams in Nigeria is not just a tale of digital fraud. It represents the dark intersection of criminal networks, cultural beliefs, and socioeconomic pressures. The practices associated with Yahoo++ are deeply rooted in a desperate pursuit of wealth, combined with the exploitation of traditional spiritual beliefs. At the heart of this phenomenon lies a troubling confluence of factors that make it particularly insidious. According to Sunday, who claims to have heard of these practices but denies involvement, the witch doctor provides specific instructions for the body parts required for the black magic potion used in the scam. These body parts, often from young, vulnerable individuals, are then harvested by the scammers. The crimes are chillingly precise, with reports of young girls being targeted because their physical attributes, like their left breast or eyes, are believed to possess specific spiritual power. This speaks to a disturbing level of dehumanization, where human life is reduced to commodities for dark rituals and financial gain. The involvement of vulnerable individuals, such as homeless girls looking for job opportunities, reveals the exploitative nature of the scam. These girls, seen as easy targets because they are unlikely to be missed, are lured into a web of deceit, drugged, and often killed for their body parts. Even more disturbing is the fact that some scammers are reported to have used their own girlfriends for these rituals, highlighting the depth of manipulation and disregard for human life. Although witch doctors have faced increased scrutiny and clampdowns, law enforcement has struggled to investigate and prevent these crimes effectively. One significant issue is the low reporting rates by families or friends of missing individuals, often due to fear, mistrust of authorities, or the social stigma attached to these practices. The complexity of tracking down these criminals further complicates investigations, as the perpetrators often operate in a networked system that spans across borders. Once the rituals are completed, scammers then turn their attention to online victims. Using hypnotic techniques and sophisticated social engineering methods, they groom and manipulate victims into willingly transferring money or valuables. These victims are often targeted through phishing scams, romance fraud, or fake business deals, with the scammers taking advantage of the victim's trust to siphon off their resources. The Yahoo++ scam is not confined to a small group of individuals. It has become part of a larger criminal network that includes police officers, bank officials, and international collaborators. Abdul Rahman Adebawal, Assistant Director of Data Digital Intelligence at the Directorate of Intelligence, shed light on the fact that fraudsters have even set up training schools to teach recruits how to conduct scams and avoid detection. This institutionalized aspect of cybercrime speaks to the depth of the problem, with networks that are well organized and difficult to dismantle. As law enforcement crackdowns in Nigeria have intensified, Yahoo++ scammers have been pushed to the Sahel region, an area known for trafficking, smuggling, and illegal trade, particularly of body parts. This migration of scammers and criminal networks across borders makes international cooperation essential to address the root of the issue. Body parts in high demand are often ordered from abroad, further linking these local crimes to global markets and making the problem even more challenging to tackle. The Yahoo++ scam cannot be understood without considering the socioeconomic context in which it thrives. For many Nigerian youths facing high levels of unemployment and poverty, the allure of quick wealth through cybercrime becomes an enticing escape. This frustration is often compounded by the societal pressures to display wealth and success, where ill-gotten gains are frequently glorified in popular culture. Nigerian youth are socialized into corruption by witnessing the actions of the political class, where looting public funds is often seen as a norm rather than an anomaly. This cultural acceptance of corruption creates an environment where the pursuit of wealth by any means necessary becomes more acceptable, further fueling the cycle of cybercrime. The rise of Yahoo++ is thus not just a reflection of individual criminal activity, but a larger commentary on societal decay, economic hardship, and the breakdown of moral values. As Nigeria and other countries face the growing threat of cybercrime, it is clear that a multifaceted approach is needed. The alarming rise of Yahoo++ scams in Nigeria paints a chilling portrait of a society on the edge. What began as digital fraud has mutated into a grotesque amalgamation of technology, witchcraft, and unimaginable human exploitation. Behind the screens of innocent-looking laptops and smartphones lies a world where human lives are not just stolen, but desecrated in the pursuit of wealth and power. This is no longer just about scams. It is about the sinister forces that have entwined the digital world with ancient rituals and modern greed. As this horrific reality grows, we are forced to confront the terrifying truth. No one is safe. The victims are not just faceless online strangers, but everyday people who are lured, hypnotized, and manipulated into surrendering their money and, in some cases, their very lives. The dark web of criminal networks spans continents, blending local corruption with global demand, creating a nightmare that seems impossible to escape. This is not an isolated issue. It is a pervasive threat that thrives on our vulnerabilities. The unchecked rise of cybercrime, fueled by poverty, desperation, and cultural decay, reveals a disturbing new front in the war against humanity. These fraudsters are not only hacking into systems, they are hacking into the very fabric of society, if breaking down morality and replacing it with violence and exploitation. As technology advances, so too do the methods of these criminals, making it increasingly difficult to distinguish between reality and illusion. We are all vulnerable, whether through the devices in our hands or the secrets we share online. As the lines between the digital and physical worlds blur, the danger of becoming a victim of such dark forces grows exponentially. In this new age of cybercrime, ignorance is not bliss, it is a death sentence. The time to act is now, before we become the next unwitting victim of a threat that is both digital and deeply human.
Turn the so-called Yahoo boys to experts in manufacturing and creation of chips that we intercept and all that.